Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again.
For the very first time.
This show is brought to you by a new sponsor. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Still.
We are drinking Stone Virtue Ale IPA?
Almost like virtual.
Virtual IPA.
But I'm going to taste it.
It's an IPA hopped with Incognito. 7.7 alcohol by volume from the big bottle. Ultra limited, allegedly.
Ooh, I do like this one.
Have you
a little lighter than the one we had earlier.
We had a double before. Cern and I are splitting. We're splitting beers, which is okay.
We're locking arms like Lady in the Tramp would, and then there's like...
And we're going to elephant walk around the block later. We are...
Studio West.
Studio West. We're on YouTube Live as usual. I feel we've been very consistent about being on the 360 cam.
We have. We're also on Spotify.
Thank you, Cerny.
Don't want to start treating that like the forgotten child.
There's no rating system on Spotify, but we're under the comedy section, allegedly. So I guess, if you like it, you could share the link out. You can follow podcasts. So if you go to your radio where you save
it's almost like subscribe, I guess. It would be like a subscription.
So I have the Spotify family, like the premium one. So if you save an album, you can also follow podcasts, and then they'll kind of all be saved there. So be sure to do that. Tell your friend or coworker,
neighbor,
all the episodes are on there.
Whatever it is, just shake down some random stranger.
Basically, hawk us some listens, hawk us some downloads.
There you go.
Chip here had some of our neighbors got break-in.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago.
Now, how far down from this house?
Literally across the street, and then next door. And
break into the house or break into the cars?
Car.
Okay.
This is what you might call Mayberry-esque up here. You leave your car open. You leave your front door unlocked. You can open your garage door at night. Well, this is exactly what these people were hoping for.
Easy targets.
Exactly. So I usually leave my car unlocked, which has a garage door opener on the sunshade. But for some reason it was locked. Anyway, our next door neighbor walks over the day after and says, "Hey, sorry to bother you, but I had some stuff stolen out of my garage." And I'm like, "Oh, I actually have a Nest Cam. Let me check if I have footage of the car or something."
Yes.
Because I buy the Nest Cams not really out of paranoia, but out of just cool technology.
Yeah, being part of the cool kids.
I got to be part of the cool kids.
In the now.
And so someone said, "Oh, you should put what you have, all your footage and stuff, on NextDoor." So I spent one night and I was going through all the footage, taking timestamps, and this car went by. So I put it on NextDoor. And Cerny,
I'm in NextDoor.
You're on NextDoor?
Yes.
So it's a...
I'm an outcast on NextDoor. I'm going.
Have you been banished?
I don't want to.
Or you banished yourself?
I did banish myself, but one neighborhood I was banished, yes.
Hold on. To be continued.
Yes.
NextDoor is a website and an app that uses your actual address to verify your location.
Yes.
And it's basically your neighborhood. Or a certain square footage mile area.
Yes.
And it's very specific. It's sort of like, how would you describe it really? Sort of like Craigslist, but super verified and niche?
Yes, yeah. Almost but it has a Facebook-ish kind of.
Exactly.
You get notifications. And social media, yeah.
Hyper-local social network, essentially.
Yes.
So NextDoor is a perfect place to post, "Hey, everyone, be careful. We had some break-ins."
Now, do you have the Ring doorbell?
I have, no. We were thinking about getting that one or the Nest doorbell, the same thing pretty much.
Okay, so I have the Ring doorbell. On top of that, so
I heard about this.
They have a neighborhood Ring doorbell where if someone will catch something on their...
You can post.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the shit that gets posted on there, Let me pull it up while we talk, because it is fucking outrageous.
So,
a waste of my time.
On NextDoor, I'm thinking, hey, I'm being really helpful, right? By posting this, be sure to keep everything locked up. So I posted on there, incredibly detailed. Hey, at 10:30, a truck comes by, pretty much cases the neighborhood. They come down at 11. This person walks down. Here's some screenshots. Here's the video footage. Here's the car. It's too dark to get a license plate, but it's a white truck, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff, right? And not that I need this in my life, but I would expect, hey, thanks for the really detailed information and the thing. We'll keep our eyes out.
Yeah.
Fucking nada. One thing that said, thanks for thinking of the neighbors or something. But are you ready to interject?
No.
Okay.
Keep going. I'm just.
So that has nothing. Now, I just scrolled. I just clicked in. This is totally nothing to do. I got 2 likes and 1 comment. Now I scroll down a little bit. Home Depot in San Rafael has rats. 64 comments. 64 comments of people just bitching and complaining. And then you scroll down more. We shouldn't let trucks ride down this certain street because it's too noisy.
So this is kind of what
It's an old lady bitch fest.
That's what it is. So when I lived in my previous neighborhood that I lived in, they said there's this new thing, the one with the small backyard, on Willow Bridge or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, okay, by the high school.
Yes.
Okay.
So they said join this
NextDoor.
NextDoor. There's okay. So I joined it. And that's exactly what it was. It was just a little bitch fest, or it was like, hey, there's this. We're thinking about having a
barbecue,
or I mean, it was just the worst. Think about
Would
who
you
cares?
say
Who cares? I think it's what
you commented that.
Yeah.
Oh my god! No wonder you were fucking booted.
It was like we were moving. The moment I said we're moving, it got a notification said you were no longer active in this community. I was like, good.
Good. Well, thank you. So did you verify your new house?
Yeah, and I get a lot of fucking, be on the lurk. There was a break-in in Folsom. Well, Folsom is huge, so what the fuck, Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like it's, instead of the old ladies going and getting their hair in curlers, and chatting it up at the coffee shop, they have their iPad that their grandkids got them.
Yes.
And they just log on there and type in shit. Type in some fucking nonsense.
They probably downloaded the police scanner app.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, fucking listen. Oh God. Anyway, so the ring thing.
Yeah.
So here's one that was posted.
Now the concept of this is really cool because
there's some helpful stuff. The shit that comes on here.
Oh, okay.
But some of it like this. Is this your cat? And it's just.
So it's a video of a cat that
walking across the doorbell.
Watch out! ! Cat on the prowl at 2 a.m.
It's just walking. That's all. It's all. And then now it's gone.
And that required a post?
It did.
Now, what this could be useful for is like, hey, have you seen these guys, like a suspicious, or hey, my package got stolen. Keep your eye out for this guy or this woman.
So some of it's like odd solicitor. This guy, like some guy, like
is it just a black person? They just write black person came to the door.
There was one that did that. I was like, hey, this is one guy. And one guy rang the bell, but he had his face covered, like he was soliciting. And I actually had met that solicitor earlier in the day, but he had his face covered for the doorbell on this one for whatever reason. I
mean,
that would be suspicious when they're covering their face. Some of them
they didn't put their hand in front of the. Or they were just like.
Yeah, some of them are. A lot of it's just kids doorbell ditching. The usual. Doorbell ditchers. There was one that I couldn't stop laughing. There was like strange guy came to my door, and it was a guy. He was ringing the bell.
Yeah.
And he had a fucking like a beer. And he was like, come on, let me in. What the fuck? He's like doing this. And then like it kind of like the video cut off. And then like I saw the comments down below. It's like, hey, I'm really sorry. I know this guy.
Oh.
He had too many beers and he went to the wrong house. He went to come to my house, which is 2 doors down. I was like, oh, okay.
So you're going to post one of those and it'll be Joe? Someone will post about Joe? Sorry, this is my buddy Joe. Now you see,
man with Coors Light in it.
It was my son's 4-year-old birthday party, and he got really loaded on some Coors Lights. And he hit his head when he was coming down the water slide. He hit his head, so he's a little dazed.
Yeah. And he tried to self-medicate with more Coors Light.
Right. And I saw him. He was smoking a spleef as well, so he was crossfading a little bit. So you have to forgive him. You have to forgive him.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's just
crossfading.
And so I went. We take a walk a couple times a week. Take the kid out for a walk and the dogs. And I'm kind of going around because now here I am, fucking Mr. Neighborhood Watch, right?
Oh yeah, president.
The lady called the cops out, and of course, she comes out. I pointed the camera to her. She's like, "Oh, that's cool." Guess what I've done?
You've now alerted that you can do. You're the.
I've invited
the go-to.
I've invited her over to my house daily. Oh, hi, Chip. Sorry to bother you. Would you mind sending me the link or telling me about the camera that you got? I think I want to get one. I'm like, sure. What's your email? I'll send it to you.
Oh no.
Oh,
now
okay.
Now she has a way to contact you.
Oh yeah, that was a fatal, crucial mistake.
Better yet, I'll give you. I'll print it up for you. I don't have anything.
Oh yes, like when you used to print out MapQuest directions.
Yes.
We
used to go to Jackson Rancheria Casino.
Do you remember when I got in trouble for that?
Yeah.
Well,
1 foot on the Devil's Door.
Devil's Door. I said that.
Devil's
Is that a
Door.
song? Because that would be a good one.
And we drink Devil's Piss coffee. Remember?
Oh yeah, the Devil's Piss. That was. I think I printed out. So the story, as in Cerny and I obviously have, inside
Insider
knowledge
trading.
of this. When you're there in California, there's your Indian casinos, which are 18-year-old casinos, and
some are 21, but yeah, this one didn't. This one
it doesn't serve alcohol.
Didn't serve alcohol, so it was 18.
So you can be 18, and then there's the Reno, the big city casinos,
little
which are
big city.
21, where you
Yeah.
get free drinks, free booze, and so pretty much when we turned 18, like it was a cool thing to go and to drive up to this place to gamble $20. I mean, we didn't have any money to gamble, so it was
like,
20 or
40
40
bucks.
Yeah.
That was
And they had $2 blackjack hands, and we thought we were cool by doing that. How long was that drive?
It was like an hour and a half.
It was
wasn't
almost 2 hours, yeah. And this is
out in the country. That's when. Okay, go on. Finish.
No. And it was before. This is before the iPhone. I mean, we had cell phones, but there wasn't.
It was the
any
Nokia
GPS.
bricks. We had the Nokia bricks
Yeah.
at that point in time.
And there wasn't a GPS. Was $500.
It was the Garmin one.
Yeah.
TomTom.
Yeah. And you would go. So then, obviously, being high school kids, we didn't have that kind of money.
No.
So we went on MapQuest at the time, and you type in your destination, and you print it out.
After we asked Jeeves, we'd go to Yahoo Map.
Alta Vista.
On our AOL account. Hotmail.
Yeah. Big Dick Senior at fake news. And so I printed it out, and then I took a piss or something before I left to go spend the night at Cerny's for the 7th time that month.
Even though we were 18.
Yeah, we were 18. And I think my old man was like, I forgot what he said. Cerny probably remembers exactly what he said, but it was pretty much
what
like...
What is it? You remember? Is it like, what
he
is this?
handed it to me.
Yeah, handed it to you. What is this? You going to a casino? You have 1 foot on the Devil's Door?
So gambling is sin.
Devil's Doormat or whatever he said. And you drink coffee too? Remember? Because he had a beef with coffee.
Anyway.
That's when, side note, that's where Joe hit a bear.
Oh, I think I remember.
His car, he lost the side of his rearview mirror and shit. He had a fucking bear.
A bear?
A bear.
I remember going out with my girlfriend at the time, but now my wife.
Yes.
You and Joe. I mean, we would all just pack in.
Oh, we pack into the...
And what time would we go up? I feel like it was really late, like 10 or 11. We get there at
We-
midnight.
We would wait. Yeah, we would wait till like 10 or 11. We'd drive all the way
Why
up
are we
there.
waiting so late?
I have no idea.
No, who knows?
There's no rhyme or reason why we did some of the stuff. I'm like, why? Nah, I don't know. Anyway, back to the...
How did we get on that?
I don't know.
MapQuest? Oh.
Oh.
So she came over. I emailed her my light that I got, and I said, and this is, I know I come across as a dick, but the good person to me said, I'll install it for you when you get it. Like, I'll set it up.
Fuck. Means you're troubleshooting every
I know.
goddamn.
I shouldn't have fucking done that. And I go, oh, it's cool. And as an app, and I'm like bragging to her about the Nest app and how you can go back and forth. So my wife and I are on walk, and I'm looking. We walk around the neighborhood. I'm like looking at everyone's thing, like who has a camera, because now, Mr. Neighborhood Watch, I can go by. Hey, Cerny, do you have footage? Can you pull it from 10:30 on this date, and we could see maybe you got a plate?
Oh yeah,
You know, because maybe. So there was a couple people I talked to.
we can harmonize and we could splice.
You could sync, and then he showed me the neighborhood thing, and I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. This one dude who's kind of my age or our age has like 5 cameras, one at each entry point. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna level up here. He has the Ring Pro. There's like a new version, the Pro one.
Which one do I have? I have the 2.
Yeah, maybe it's that one.
Yeah.
So all of it seems really cool. So the doorbell.
Oh, the Pro. He has. I think that's just
subscription. Okay.
So you can have like multiple whatever. Like.
Oh, okay.
Because you have the Ring, which is like $30 a year or something shit like that for just the Ring, so you can when like someone comes to your door, you can see motion, and then when you have multiple, then you get like the Pro, and you can have like
and it stores it for 2 months or a month
something
or
like that.
Okay.
I can't remember that.
Now his next door neighbor, I went by and I knocked on his door. He also works at Moylan's Brewery.
Potential sponsor.
Potential sponsor.
Okay. Keep working on that.
Double floodlight with the camera.
Oh, I see.
They have them at Costco now. He says when there's motion, it'll make a noise, so you kind of look up at it, and it fucking gets you right there. Right when you look, because it goes doo-doo-doo. You know, I ring your doorbell or whatever, but it kind of makes a noise. Yeah. So you kind of look up,
and you get the same noise on your phone.
Oh, okay. Now has it paid off for you at all?
Yes.
Oh.
When I am. So. It actually has to do with like deliveries. Like if you get a delivery and you're supposed to be there, and they're supposed to give you like a half-hour window, and they don't, and they ring the bell, and I'm like, hey,
FedEx or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, and I'll come through and I'll say, weren't you supposed to give me a half-hour warning? Oh, well, can I just tell you to put it right there and we're square? Yeah, works.
Oh, you're talking.
I can talk to him.
With the
I'm at work, and I'm like, hey,
okay,
is it cool if you just put it right next to the door and we'll call it square? And you're like, yeah.
And it's not jumbled or
no,
anything.
you can hear clear as day because I fuck with everybody. Like when my wife's leaving, and I'll come
your
through.
Cat caller.
Oh no, I'll come through like, where are you going? And she'll go, what? I'm like, this is God. Where are you going?
Show me your titties.
This is the dawn.
This is the dawn. Show me your titties and your pussy that I won't look at or touch or smell or lick. DJ Khaled. We the best. We the best.
No, so you clear as day, but usually I'll come through like, okay, can you just put it down and it's just like can we just do like a verbal signature?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, cool. Because the guy don't give a fuck.
I mean, so at work or whenever, like, what's your last name? And I'll say my last name.
Yeah.
It's not like Smith, right? It's a little complex.
Yeah. So is mine.
And they just go, okay. And I'm like, you missed that whole thing. So don't act like you got it.
Oh, you got it?
You didn't get it. Yeah. So
no, it works great, and it also works for like if you get like solicitors to the door, and sometimes I'll answer, yes. Well, I'm here too. Like,
you're on your couch. Are you on your couch? Or
I don't have to get up. I'll look. I'm like, I'm not getting up for this. Yes.
Oh, you want to buy a magazine?
Like, nope. Good. Thanks.
No. Oh, sir.
And then you just hang up, and then
sir.
So it's like a phone. So it has it'll show you what it is first. It'll have like a green like answer or a red reject, kind of like on your phone. So you hit the green answer, then you could talk to them. So that's
and the quality's high HD, 1080p, or 4K. Or,
yes.
Okay.
And then they'll you can go back and forth.
Yeah.
And then like, nope, I don't need anything. Thanks. Well, is it great? And you hit rip, and we're done.
And it doesn't say that the call's been ended or anything.
They have no idea. Oh,
they're just talking.
They're just talking.
That's great.
And they can waste their time all they want.
So, do you have any other Ring products?
No, but I do.
You obviously need a camera.
Yes.
Now.
And I want at least 2, like one each side.
You want it at each entry point.
Yes. I don't think I need a third. One guy at work's like, I got one in the back. I was like, fuck. I got him. If they come through the back, like over the neighbor's yard, then what
good for them.
That? Yeah, they've earned it.
Well, the one that actually got these people was I got it for Christmas because I'd asked for it, and my wife ships a lot of things from the house. So we have one in her office, and then we have one like looking right down where a package would be delivered, just for like insurance purposes.
Yes.
So then I thought, it might be kind of cool, like to see people walking up or to see the truck and to make sure, because pretty much it picks up right where the other one, if the post office person's walking across the lawn, it sees that, and then it'll pick them up. It'll cut off where they lose them, and so it's like a full line of sight.
Full spectrum, yeah,
full spectrum. And it's a good Christmas gift. It's an easy $150 gift. If someone wants to buy it, it's a perfect that I'll love.
It works pretty good.
Yeah. So I have thought about getting one by each gate over here, but I'm not like that paranoid. But this kind of it
happens. I think there was some break-ins. I think I saw a neighborhood, whatever the fuck it was. What's it called?
NextDoor.
NextDoor. So
I was just gonna say, how often do you go on this site?
Very rarely.
Is your wife on it a lot or anything?
Yes. Usually she tells me. She's also part of like.
Is there a Facebook group that's like Folsom whatever neighborhood?
Okay, so there's this Facebook group. It's called Folsom Chat.
Okay.
She says I should be a part of it.
Oh.
And I told her I will not. Simply because you have to ask to be a part of this, and I said I will not ask.
Oh, it's a private group.
Yeah, but they just the shit she tells me they chat about, it would drive me.
Oh, I couldn't.
Insane.
It's triggering
because Folsom's.
My wife's in the same the same thing.
It's like
Novato in the know.
God.
She's like, people were complaining today that the reason why the carpool lane, why there's so much traffic, is because all the new electric vehicles with the sticker you can drive in the carpool lane. That's what's causing all the traffic.
So people are complaining because we have the dam. We have Folsom Dam.
Okay, been there for a while.
Yes, since like 1950.
It's what's the biggest dam? The side of the it's bigger than Hoover, right?
It's huge. Yeah.
It holds more.
It's like a big reservoir. Yeah. So they have some of the gates open. They're flushing it out. Some of the water out.
Okay.
And people are complaining because we're in a drought, according to these people with no science degree, and that they're just wasting our water so they could charge us more.
That's the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, and I said they have to let that out because there's snow melt and stuff.
It'll overflow.
So there's this thing. I used to have a neighbor who was talking about this. He said if they have to, the reason they closed the dam road and stuff. They said because if there was
like a terrorist thing,
if there was a terrorist attack and they blew up the dam, Folsom Dam, it would be like it's like top 10 loss of life.
Oh my!
It would wipe out like millions. So they have to kind of they have to kind of off if
that was like a post 9/11 thing, right?
Yeah,
I think I remember.
So they open it up. So I said there's snow melt, and plus there's a whole like when they have like the brackish water that comes in from the ocean down by the delta, they let the reservoirs go a little bit to push the salt water back out to the sea. Otherwise, if it gets too far inland, it'll fuck up like our crops and all this other shit. And they start talking about this shit, and I said, all these people with 0 degrees, I'm sure.
You should just go in there. Source ? Source.
I couldn't even. She's like, I was going to do it, and I said, I have to ask to be part of this group. I said, yeah. I said, then I will
pass.
I will not. I will not ask to be part of the fucking circus.
I guess we both had the same stance. Yeah. Just we'll let the wives. My wife
fill me in.
I don't know how often she's on it, but like she'll let me know.
It's occasional. I don't know if she's on it all the time, but occasionally she'll say something. I think she said she does it just to get me going, get me riled up.
It's when I think of my life and I think of something adding value to my life, this is like a 0 on that spectrum.
0. If we can go negative, it would be good negative. If we're getting integers, let's get that.
Oh my god. But so NextDoor is pretty much the same thing. Let me see if I can find any other good ones. Do you have any like real home runs that you can think of?
There was one. It was actually on NextDoor. All the cars, not on my street, but the very next street over, were broken into. Well, not all of them, but a majority of them were.
Smash and grabs?
Well, no, and my wife was telling me, and I said, so I actually drove the street because I was curious if it was smash and grabs, and there was no glass anywhere. So I said,
that's curious.
Were they broken into, or were they broken into? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, were these cars unlocked?
Right.
Because there's no glass anywhere.
Crime of convenience.
Yeah, that's what I said. Well, actually, I don't know. So that she posted it to her thing, and most of the cars were unlocked. And I said, well, then, I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, well, I mean, do you really get nutted up over if they're going around, they just check the car doors and open, and that's just kind of the way it goes?
That's what happened to us. So he came from my neighbor's thing who had his, he has a van, and the whole back was wide open. Ass is wide open.
Yeah.
So we saw that he was on foot because they drop him off, and he walks up. He came by ours, so we saw him, walked down, checked our car. We saw the flashlight light up our car on the inside, checked it, locked. Checked our other car, locked. And he just moved on.
Yeah.
Then he came back 2 more times with the truck with his buddy to fucking clean 4K out of my neighbor's thing. All right, Cerny. This is on the Novato NextDoor.
Okay.
Are you ready? Strap in.
I'm buckled in.
Destruction of swallows' nests. Caltrans vehicles have been seen parked under an overpass at the east end of Atherton Avenue. Later that day, it was noted that all the swallows' nests had been destroyed.
Noted.
These birds eat thousands of mosquitoes each day. To destroy their nests and baby birds is undeniably cruel.
Cruel.
We have noticed fewer swallows.
Noticed.
I wouldn't mind a swallow. Each year. And this has been Caltrans policy, no wonder. 26 thank yous, 61 comments. Chipper, I'm providing fucking intelligence to the neighborhood about a break-in.
Crime scene.
Nothing. I demand something. Demand it.
Chipper Search Show demands something.
Oh, my God. Not a swallow's nest. Fuck this. Oh, my God. Can you? Oh, and then, of course, the PD has accounts.
Yes, I do.
So they posted, they said, hey, we're doing a
so I do
DUI check.
So I do remember, I just got a notification, you get your email, and it was like the SAC PD, or no, it was Folsom PD commented, and I was like, oh, fuck. No, I remember.
Did they get roasted on there?
I remember like, oh my God, what did I do? You know, because it's like,
like they commented on something.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no.
You've been tagged by that.
I was like, no.
FPD.
Go fuckers.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, I will say NextDoor is good for selling stuff because it kind of has that.
It has its purpose. It's just if the blue hairs could just hang up the fucking tablet.
I can't do it.
Please.
I can't do it on a daily basis. No. If I want a treadmill or if I want to sell something, I'll put it on there because it's nice and I don't have to worry about shipping or whatever. Like I think that works, but I can't get into this. There's people that are on it multiple times. They're treating it like it's Facebook, right?
Exactly. It's the gossip center.
Yeah.
I mean, the
100%.
Fucking swallows.
Genius.
Nest. Give me your goddamn
swallows
brain.
nest.
You have nothing better to do but to follow Caltrans of all people?
Anyway.
Well, instead of NextDoor, if you want to reach out to Chip and CERN,
smooth.
You can follow us. You can reach out to us on Twitter.
Yes.
Facebook. Instagram. NextDoor.
What else? NextDoor. What have we did? You guys know any good podcasts around? Yeah, I know a really great one.
You can email us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com. And if you want some swag
while
you're blogging on NextDoor,
yes,
chipandcernshow.com/shop. Get some t-shirt, probably a hat. If you just want to put a sticker on the back of your laptop while you're searching on NextDoor, that'd be great.
Amen. Or we'll throw a sticker. If you just order some stickers and you say, I'm going to put these over my nipples as pasties, they're free, and we'll give you a hat.
Yeah, there you go. That was a big deal.
Thank you. chipandcernshow@gmail.com. And until next time, I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.